But I'll just keep an eye out. I'm fairly sure I know what I can and can't skip. We've basically all heard all the Emil stuff, all the Kaine stuff. There might be just new little in-betweens that I don't know. And hopefully I don't miss them. So people please call out if I do miss something, and we can try and rewatch the scene on YouTube or something if I miss. But yeah. Here we go! Man, I could just play a lot of the old N64 sound effects from Mario Kart and Mario Party. That Toad's so strange. Anyway, time for NieR. Let's rock and roll. There we go. Ending A, ending B. It's time for ending C. So when we started B last time, remember there was a lot of dialogue. There was a lot of Kaine. Look, Emil is there now. That's new. I wonder if that's changed by the logo, like by the other stuff I changed. I don't know. Hey Alex, how you doing? So we've changed the skin. I've changed it to Japanese, so we're now in Kabuki mode, which feels appropriate for Japanese. We can learn to listen to the new voices. So look, it hasn't, so ending C, it doesn't have Kaine's story. The text-based story's gone. It jumps straight into, delve into Kaine's memories. Ah, no, there we go. No. So it asks you. It's funny just how much I've forgotten. So apparently it has changed because, whoa, Kaine looks bizarre. It's weird seeing her with black hair. Like, really weird. So, oh, red hair looks good. I like that. I couldn't remember what the skins are. So we'll do Kabuki for C. D will do as samurai. Or am I a samurai? I think I might be samurai, actually. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. It's time to dance, Jack. Why am I using greatsword? Sorry, hang on. Why have I got greatsword out? Hang on. I need to switch weapons. Yep. That's hot. Yeah, that red hair is really good. It's the same color. I think it's the same color hair as the twins too. Oh! Oh, listen to his voice in Japanese! I haven't... So this is the thing. We've never heard... I haven't heard Japanese for all these characters. So this is the first time experiencing with you guys. And you know me, I like me some good voice actors. Jack takes so long to die though. Pretty good, studying as always. You school children, you. It's so funny just to, like, once you're out of schooling, you do have to go like a little bit of study sometimes for work and that, and picking up new skills, but it's definitely not the same as like going through schooling, that it's just everything is schooling. I like how deep his voice is. This is like my style MC character deep voice, I think, actually. Look at Emil. Very, very colorful. Short hair Kaine though. Not sure I'm into this. Itaru. Yeah. Oh, I'm so into the fact that it's going to be her voice. It's Motoko's voice actor. I'm so excited. I get to play as the major is going to be with me on my adventures. I'm not hating, but there are very few American voice actors I actually enjoy. I kind of agree, Miyoki. I kind of really do agree. Can't stand homework. I don't think anyone can, Alex, honestly. We'll watch a few cutscenes. She sounds so much older with a voice like this. Look, she's smitten. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I kind of want to play this all in Japanese, chat. Oh, this is so good. I wish I played this in Japanese now. This is a really good cast. As long as she's 6 foot, I'm good. I don't mind the short hair. I wonder what the twins sound like. I'm a long hair boy myself. I like long hair. I've never heard the Japanese. Yeah, this is the first time I've done it. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? Delayed first. Congrats, Chris. You found it. You got the secret coin. You actually got it? I know. Miyoki prefers a second. Alex, too distracted. I want to listen to Vice, actually. We need to listen to what Vice sounds like. He's the one that I haven't heard too much of yet. I never get it, because you end up finding your way here a little bit later these days. Alright, so we're going to try and do this with rocket boots and speed through this ending. I want to try and get C and D, but there's a high chance we will probably only get, with 2 hours, I probably will only get C, maybe C. That's the thing, that's why I probably need an extra, I needed an extra day of doing this, or an extra few hours. That's why I was tempted not to do Pokemon yesterday, but yeah. Can't skip this cutscene, by the way. It's got traces of 9S's voice actor. He's got a deep but young voice. Look at that moon! Look at that moon boy! So we're just getting Mill's face? We've got a Mill as the logo now, which is pretty cool. I like that. I don't know what's doing that. I don't know if it's the playthrough that's doing that. I can't skip that. Oh, because it's a talkie screen. So I can only skip this way. Oh, it's Alphonse! Emil's voice actor is Alphonse from Full Metal Alchemist. That's a good pick, actually. She's a really good voice actor. I like her voice. The only one I haven't really heard much of is Vice. That little cutscene and how the camera went there gives me Dragon's Dogma vibes. Wow. Wow. Vice is like an old man. He's like a wise old man. Wow. I hadn't expected that. Oh, wait. Chat. Oh. We could listen to adult NieR, Papa NieR, in Japanese too. That's a thing we can do. Whoa. That's crazy. Oh, I recognize her too.
そうだな。じゃあ、ポポルの元にも行ってくれ。
ええ、それと、
なんだ、
俺も。
お前が謝る必要はないさ。誰だって仲間を傷つけられると腹が立つ。彼女たちにも謝っておいてくれ。
She suits Devola, but I don't think she stands out. Like, I don't think that's a voice where I'm like, oh shit, that's someone I know. It kind of sounds a little generic-y, but it suits Devola. I've also been gifted a gooey chocolate cookie, and it's melty with chocolate. I want to eat it now. I'll cover myself in chocolate. I remember my old rules of don't eat on stream because it'll make people like hungry because it's late for some people.
ポポルさん。
あ、
昨日は。
どうして？あなたは何も悪くないわ。
でも村のみんなの。
優しいのね。ありがとう。気にしないで。
Yeah, I like her voice too. It's very soft, but
石の神殿があったでしょ。
我のいた。
そう。魔王の居所は。
she also sounds familiar.
これ。
ありポポルさん。じゃあ。
I need more lines with Vice. That's what I'm looking for because I want to hear what Vice is like. Because I think Vice is like he steals the show in base NieR for the West. For Japanese, the strongest at the moment might actually be Emil. I think Emil might be my favorite voice. I think Kaine's might be a little too deep for her character, but
これで走り回らずに済むようになるといいが。
移動が速くなれば、それだけ早くヨナに近づけるってことだ。遠慮なく伝わせてもらおう。
boat times. Boat times. Boat times. So pretty much there's not going to be much difference. The playthrough is pretty much going to be the same most of the way through of we just do the loop. It's very strange. So if you guys don't know, ending A and B have always been this way in terms of you complete ending A, it's a full new playthrough. Ending B is a half playthrough where you end up only doing from the second half of the game. And it's got some changes. Ending C used to put you in front of the castle. So then you could make the choice. You could go straight to making the choice. However, because they've added new scenes and they've just a few things and they've expanded on a few other little bits and pieces, they've actually made it so there's a reason to redo the game through C, but it sounds like it's not as substantial as it probably should be. And so to get the ending D and secret ending, you have to do all of this 4 times, which is a very strange choice. Like, it really wasn't something that they did originally. And I'm not sure if I'm thrilled with that, because this game is a lot of movement. Like, I can't increase... It's not like Automata where you can make yourself run really fast. The teleport points are very limited, and there's some sections of the game that are just sort of very simple in terms of approaching it for multiple playthroughs. So I don't know who decided that this would be the choice to go with, but I don't know if it's the best choice. So at least with this, and the thing that I think they've made it interesting by doing this is having access to the DLC costumes and the different voices means that you can experience the game somewhat fresher, like doing it again. But it's now one of those, like, this game is now turned into a slight sort of junk foodie scenario of you're now just doing it again because you're doing it again, rather than like getting a super fresh new experience. And there's a lot of scenes that it's hard, like I can't skip this. I have to watch. I can skip through the text, but that's the limit of it. I can't hard skip scenes. And that's probably what people are talking about, is you won't be able to miss the new stuff. Oh my god! I know that voice. Oh my god, Tyran is... Wait. Holy shit, I need to look this up now. I was not expecting that. Tyran's voice actor in Japanese. Behind the voice, Tyran. NieR. Ah, they don't have it. They don't have someone for Tyran. I'm behind the voice. Shit, hang on. What's the wiki say? Tyran. Wow, Tyran has art. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Chat, check this out. I've never seen this before. Tyran has art. Look at that. Bonkers. I've never seen his face before. It's a human version of him. Tyran's voice actor is... Wait, that's his Japanese name. Where's his voice actor? Voice actor. Where's behind the voice? We'll go at my anime list, that'll do. Who? I've recognized his face. There he is. He's Shikamaru. I can't believe that. That's so bonkers to me. Who else? He's Kadaj? I didn't realize that was the same voice actor. He's done a few really good roles that I really like. Crazy. Man, the fact that he's Shikamaru from Naruto, that's pretty damn cool. He's like my favorite Naruto character, just by the way, chat. So, holy crap. That took me by surprise. Man, that really does have a killer cast. This is like, all the voices are like voice actors I really like, so... NieR just keeps on giving, doesn't it? I think I'm doing this puzzle the long way, honestly. So we'll pick up the bosses on the way through if we can. Which I don't think they spawn on this way through. I think it might be the later part of the game they do. It seems like it's more puzzle at this point. But we've done this 3-4 times now, so no stress for us. we'll just plow through this. I want to know, did the Shadow Lord place these blocks? Did he like organize his shades and be like, look, we need to reorganize our like block storage room. I don't even know what they are, crystal diamond blocks. We need to organize these. Please, shades, get into order, push them around. That is totally not what I wanted to do. I think it's funny when you have like video games where it's just sort of like, this is the gamey part of it where it's like, but if you ever take a moment to be like, why is this like this? What caused this? Who made this? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Probably also did this one in an awkward order. There we go. And just pull this down. Man, whoa, the Shades' voices are so tinny in Japanese. Oh, what the fuck? Who is... Oh, I love Shikamaru's voice there. That's so cool. Vice is... It almost sounds like Gajeel from Fairy Tail. Huh. Hang on, I might have to look up who Vice is too. I know I'm constantly pausing chat, but I really want to find out these voices because this is exciting for me. Vice. NieR AP voice. Japanese, he is voiced by... Oh! He was voiced by two different people. In Japanese, originally, he was voiced by an actor called Peter. It's not stated... Peter. He's... Okay, originally he was voiced by someone called Peter, who is also known as Shinosuke Ikehata, who's not done too many roles except Drakengard and things. He was Rem in Death Note, the movie. But in Japanese, currently, he's voiced by... whoops, don't go to that. Go to my anime list, I guess. I don't really like my anime list because it sort of orders them in a funny way sometimes. Because my anime has like every voice they've ever done, and it presents it in a pretty... Whoa! He's Sado from Bleach. Who else would I know? Who else is bigger characters that this guy people might recognize? He's done a lot of supporting roles. There's a lot of roles here I don't recognize. He's not a super lead character. He's Kyle in Japanese. Yeah, he's done a lot of supporting roles. It doesn't look like I know him too well. Probably why he didn't stand out to me immediately. Like, I feel like he might be a little too... I don't know if I like him in Japanese that much. It might be my I absolutely love Liam O'Brien's take on it, but... Yeah. Oops. Back through the box rooms. Oh, okay. We actually have to fight here. Alright, have I got walls still ready? I do. Thanks to Bob's teachings of being able to do this, this makes any of this stuff way easier, because I can just go nuts. There's no point in putting putting up other moves, because I can just do this. I can just break armor. Yeah, I'm far stronger now. I'm at a point where I can just eat mobs. Nope, here's the boss one, which won't last long. But we're still getting items, so it's not bad doing the playthroughs because it'll give us extra items and stuff. Riddle in the little ones. It is crazy though, where it's a funny thing to play NieR, and once you have the knowledge that the shades are humans, and the small shades you're killing are children, the entire game takes a different tone. And it's still one of those things where shades are the types of creatures that... Like, NieR doesn't know this. NieR... You're meant to be playing this through. The reason why you have to kill these mobs to move forward is because NieR's drive is to do that. I do like that Emil is always excited by things. Oh right. You may have noticed the spells have been changed. They're now white and black. Also, hey Waddy, how you doing? You woke up at 9 PM again. Well, I think go to bed at whatever time. Hang on, how long are you sleeping for, Waddy? Are you like doing like 8-hour intervals? Like awake for 8, sleep for 8. Awake for 8, sleep for 8. So yeah. Nothing too crazy here. We're just going to end up doing what we've done before. And we're just going to try and defeat Gretel as fast as we can. Wall doesn't actually do damage when the spell goes off, which is crazy. Man, I'm not sure I'm completely sold on new Vice's voice. Hey NC, how you doing? I fell asleep at maybe 10 or 11 p.m. a.m. God damn. That's crazy, what that's kind of how I used to live my life in a weird way. It was like I used to be so nocturnal. I'm doing a very poor version of this fight. Here we go. Alright, we'll skip cutscenes just where there's talking. Not talking. Oh my god, his voice is so good. I'm so excited to hear Shikamaru throughout this now. I think that's the biggest surprise for me. At first I thought it was Viral's voice from Tengen Toppa, who is actually the voice of Link as well. But I'm pretty happy about this. He plays a good psychotic. Saodoro. You're cold? Oh man, it's crazy cold here. It was like 0 degrees overnight. Oh, sub-zero. And see it, kinda. Alright, we can speed through this. So as much as I'm meant to be delayed, I can actually do this before Gretel finishes talking. I've got enough damage. There, Gretel. But yeah, it was crazy cold last night. I woke up a few times from it just being so cold. I have a giant window next to where we sleep, and it's just like... It just streams in. You're like, I want to be warm. I want to be snug. And you don't want to move to go put another blanket on. I don't know why I'm watching this cutscene. Whoa, look at how crazy the orbs are when it's a Mill's face. Alright, we're gonna do this crazy quick. As much as I want to hear the voices. Yada yada. Yada yada dizzy. Fuck, Emil's Japanese voice actor steals the show. She is so good. Damn. Emil has some really good outbursts, so it's a really good character pick. Voice actor pick. If you haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist, any of them, go do so. Go read the manga as well. It's fantastic. It's still my favorite shonen. Fastest replicant run was 4 hours and 44 minutes, 48 seconds by a guy in Denmark. We'll see if we can beat him. No. Okay, so that will become a thing at some point here. Actually, Selma's. So, there is the playthrough we'll be doing later. That might have to I might have to take those timings into consideration. Cancelled? You can't cancel me. I have the stop stream button. Only I have that button. Alright, we'll head to the junk heap. probably could do the Forest of Myth, like, immediately. Probably no reason to do Junk Heap first. Because Forest of Myth is literally you go there, pick it up, and then go to Junk Heap. Oh, hey, whoa, what? New cutscene. Well, new cutscenes for you guys. This one's not new.
オリジナルゲシュタルトである魔王の居場所が分かった今、彼の暴走を止めないと。まさか魔王が閉じこもるなんてね。鍵を守っている魔物、あの子に倒せるかしら。さあな。だがやってもらうしかない。おじけづいていい。すべては計画。あれは。
Wow, how cold. Like, as much as Popola and Devola, like, seem to have a loving relationship with you, the phrase, he is just a tool. Here's the thing, I can call upon the magic of K-pop stans and force you to apologize. I feel like they're a little bit more... I feel like they've got standards. I feel like their standard of coming and harassing me, not gonna happen. I respect the K-pop stans. Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea what they would do. That was still one of the craziest things where it was like, when a mass group of people have an ideology and become like the hive mind scenario, but in a good way, like, and then try to stand up for something, it's pretty crazy. They have no standards. Selmas, that sounds like you're invoking their wrath to me. Alright, this is the BP cutscene. We've seen this. The shade sounding different is very strange. I wonder what BP sounds like. Oh wow! Oh no way! BP's voice actor is the voice actors for the robots in NieR. In Automata, sorry. Whoa! That totally makes sense because they're based off him. Oh, that's really cool. Or it sounds very close to him. Wadi-wadi-da. The shade, I'd never be able to figure out its voice. That's so screechy. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of what's his face's voice. I think Vice's voice is probably the one I'm not really sold on. It's interesting that they changed the voice actor between this and the original. I wonder if the other one wasn't available to do lines or something. Would you like to know the fastest run of Automata on Very Hard? Go for it. So I actually probably already have an alloy, so I'm just going to go in and out. I love Emil's little floating loading icon. Last night, Daimono told me stories until I fell asleep. I don't remember anything he said, but boy, I was happy. Wait, hang on, do I not have... Wait. The game didn't stop me. Apparently I still need to go in. Do I not have any alloy on me? Oh, I might have used it all. Oh, I may have used up all my alloys for making stuff. Hang on. Let's find out. Oh no, I have 2. I have no idea why that didn't... Do I need a 3rd? I can't remember how much I need for this quest. What do I need? Quests. Story quests. I don't know. 1 hour and 30 minutes and 36 seconds. No way, that's crazy, Summers. That's so fast. Thank you for the water, Alex. I don't have tea today, it's just, I've just got water. I saw Daimono reading Mum's diary. I tried once, but it was too hard. Dang, I didn't... man. I gotta read these new loading screens, because some of these are actually important.
ために自分の楽しみを後回しにして兄はそれで幸せだったのか
弟が笑ってくれたり喜んでくれるだけで幸せなんだ。それが兄ちゃんってやつ。
The thing is, I'm kind of annoyed because I don't know what I'm, like, why I can't go forward. Like, what am I missing? We're not up to fighting BP, are we? I'm 99% sure we're not up to fighting BP. We're just getting alloys, aren't we? Also, the orbs coming out of everyone else. Emil, I don't fire Emil. I want to fight Emil. Automata speedrun when I decide to ever do a speedrun, which will be never, Selbers. There's only one game I've ever really, I think, consistently tried to speedrun, which was Sonic Adventure 2. And probably Pokemon Red, originally. But all of them is those very casual, me just playing it very well, not using any tips and tricks that I figured out from the internet or watching other people. It's that thing of like speedruns. It's like that's not because I can see that there's other people that have put so much more time and effort in that I have no drive to try and perfect it to the way they do. So it's like I'm just happy to enjoy games. It's very funny because like I think it takes a type of mind to want to speedrun. Like that's the thing. I would love to get Snowdog's like what's that thing in his brain that triggers him to like cause him to want to speedrun. Like he doesn't just do a speedrun. He does all these different types of speedruns. Like there's a difference between playing a game and enjoying it and wanting to try and figure out the most optimal way to break it and play it like a crazy person. Well, I shouldn't say a crazy person, a person who is wanting to see it done in the most optimal fashion at all times. Like, it was interesting watching, Samurai versus Yonso, because Yonso would have been doing the speedrun similar to how I did, where it's like, you're playing the speedrun, sort of, you know the game well, and you want to try and get it as best you can done, just as a casual player. But then Samurai looking... There we go. So yeah, I was right. So I just needed another memory alloy. I thought I needed a third. But then there's like, Samurai played that game, like, played Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie in a way that was like, he went super, super hard into it. And then it was like that thing of like, he didn't need to go to that degree, but sometimes people can't help themselves. Top 3 things Daimono will never do on stream. Number 1, it will shock you. Number 3 is piss. Well, if I ever get a lapel mic, it seems like that's the thing you should never do, because it's very easy to be forgetful and take it with you into the toilet. And then just... All those ones that's like a mobile headset, and then you just forget to mute yourself. So fortunately for me, if I'm ever away from my computer, I'll generally have myself on the BRB screen, which does not have access to my mic, so... If I ever need to take off for whatever reason, it'd be unlikely you guys ever hear me piss on stream. Number 3 is actually a face reveal. That's also true. But never say never, Selmas. A merchant passed through the village today. She just kept pulling the craziest stuff out of her bag. She said her name was Accord. Yeah, so we've sort of gone a long way around because I wasted my memory alloys upgrading weapons, so it's forced us to have to do this segment a bit. So hopefully we get more memory alloys just from playing on the way through here. So it's interesting because that means for a speed run of the game that you need to get 12 memory alloys. Number 2, do the fortnight. Again, if you have 100,000 points, then sure, but that it would take some time to go download it. I actually don't know how big Fortnite is. Yeah, we've made our way back to the BP arena, but I probably wasted a bit of time there. I just didn't want to have to go through that other way and have to make my way back. Honorable mentions Family Guy, the video game stream. Yeah, that's definitely never happening. You know how there's like, man, I haven't talked about this, and I probably won't make a big deal out of this. I really don't like Family Guy. I really don't like the sense of humor that that show has ever had. And feel like if you ever want to talk about The Simpsons going bad, just put current Simpsons next to Family Guy, and I think you might make it an understanding. What about new Breath of the Wild then? Oh god, I will probably play that, Alex. As much as I dislike Breath of the Wild, I will probably play the new one just to see if it actually is. I want Zelda to be Zelda again. I won't play the DLC, that's for sure, but I will probably, well, the base DLC to Wild, but I won't probably play new. Let's necessarily see if there's anything we can actually. But I don't want to waste any titanium alloys, so we'll upgrade some of these swords if we can, because I don't need to upgrade all these weapons. In fact, I probably shouldn't, because I'm going to actually be probably losing a lot of this stuff at some point. Wait, so even if I do have 100k points, you'd veto my quest? I never said that. I said if I'd have to take some time to download the game. It wouldn't be 100k that's spent and then immediately happens. I think that's something else that we need to figure out, is like the 100k, maybe it's for a future stream. Like it's 100k used, but I won't cash it in until. Maybe I need to talk to CJ about that as well. But then again, it is called Hijack the Stream, which suggests that it should be happening then and there. Alright, to the Forest of Myth. I love a good drift where you just drift and slide your way into it. Daimono has a new friend. Guess what? He's a king. I wish I had some friends. Oh. Oh god. Yona's diary is so sad. Chat, what were the colors? Green 23. I think it's green 23. A red dragon falls from the sky. Oh. Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry, the colors were different. Wait, hang on. Is any of this different? Hang on, is any of this different? Hang on, is this different? It shouldn't be. I don't know. I also didn't see the number there too. Brown? What? Hang on, the colors have changed. Yeah, it was definitely not blue before. No way, okay. We might have to pay attention to the warrior. $69, yeah, look, 63, sorry. 69. So, okay, so for some reason it's changed. Blue. 63. Yona. Before we move on, move on to watch Mojo's number. Watch Mojo's #1 pick. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Hello Thresh. Man, actually, Selma's. Speaking of HelloFresh, I probably wouldn't mind that as a sponsor. Like, there's certain sponsors that I'm like, I probably am not a big fan of, but I actually, things like that where it's like it's something actually I would use. Like we literally have. There's different alternatives to HelloFresh in Australia, and we've used one of each of them pretty much just because it's to see how their way of presenting, what kind of foods they give you, like the recipes they give you. They're a fun way to experience different meals. A lot of the time I know most of the meals and they're not too explorative, so that's why I end up jumping off them, because it's like I already know those recipes, or I know how to make those. But it's interesting just to see like some of that, what they have available and what they're like, what are good meal types and stuff like that you can just here's like simple fresh meals and stuff like that. But one of the things I was talking about with my girlfriend was like actually, oh, new cutscene. Hold that thought, chat. Oh, the song. Code breaking. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! How is the child who drifted ashore getting along? What? They code breaking? They know about the girl on the beach. If the shadows are... No way! What? Popola and Devola brought in a monster shade to defeat the Shadow Lord. She doesn't have a human body equivalent. Whoa. Okay. This insinuates that Popola and Devola have actually... They've actually been doing things behind the scenes, which we hadn't really seen, because they've been very passive throughout the game, as far as we know, before this extra content, because this wasn't in the original game. This is now actually new story content. That's exciting. So, for those who don't know, there is a beach, a ship washed up on the beach, and a small child shade is in it. And she's starting to obsessed about becoming human. She actually is a giant monstrosity. She is probably the strongest shade we've seen in this world. And what's crazy about that in particular is we didn't know how she got there. Like, she just appeared. This, and the fact that this is androids doing this, might suggest that this isn't the original timeline. This may not actually be NieR Replicant's original game. Like, this might be not the original world that Gestalt and Replicant took place in. this might be an altered one because of the fact that if Popola and Devola are actually doing different plans, because time is an important thing in this world, as we know from Accord's meddling. Like, the fact that Accord is brought up in-game actually might be more significant than I had realized. Is this actually a universe that has more going on? Huh. That's pretty cool. I'm now excited to see where this goes. So this is why I wanted to play this so bad. The fact that, not the fact that it was just a game that I love and seeing it with a fresh coat of paint that was going to get all this cool shit, but also the fact that this game is just has additional content from a man that likes to make additional content. So like, we can have an ever-expanding universe, especially from like outside sources and things like that, or even his little references in other games like Sinoalis and stuff. Now, I started playing Reincarnation. I literally have stopped myself because the next stream I want to do after I do Replicant is a short show off of what Reincarnation is, just to cap off the trilogy that is NieR. And once I've done that, we can talk about NieR whenever we like, and I can do this. I can play that as much as I want as a gacha on the side. But yeah, holy shit. Also, hey Red Rover, how you doing? Man, that kind of took me by surprise because that's a pretty big nugget. Looping back though to the HelloFresh thing. Do you know what I would like to see, chat? Did I go down to end floor 2? Yeah, I did. Do you know what I'd like to see, chat? Out of those sort of HelloFreshy sort of things, is I would like to see those meal services start having more integration with like not private, like local sourced or local meals or things like that. So that way you're getting ingredients from particular, like they can get promotion from selling like farmers stuff, or selling like different like sources from particular regions, that it's like they can do specialty sources. Because like we've got a lot of foodies in Victoria, particularly in the Melbourne region, and I think that would be a really good way of doing it. You know, I don't know if the rest of Australia could necessarily do that. So if they were trying to do like Australia-wide marketing, it would be a little rough. But I think a more locally sourced one would actually be really, really good. And I think that would actually bring a reason for me to want to check it out, because then I can try meal types or try different variations on things based on like local cuisine. And I think that sounds a lot more interesting. Like, you're not having to like go to, like, here's the thing. Here's the dirty little secret about food prep in, like, from restaurants and stuff like that. A lot of the time when chefs are making that stuff, like, those sauces they're making and things, they do make them in bulk sometimes. And, like they're not necessarily making the sauce every single time. And I think it's a funny thing where if you had them making their own line or doing this stuff and not necessarily adding preservatives and things like that, but if you still had it an almost fresh-like style thing that was made en masse, and you're making the meal itself, because I'll be honest, making meals sometimes is not that hard. It really isn't. Chat, go cook a food. It's not too bad. It's fun. I promise. But having those little like unique elements to restaurant-style food. Particular restaurant-style food. Like, a good example is like, I mean, you want to talk very cliche and everyone knows about it, is the McDonald's sauces, like the Szechuan sauce or the honey sweet and sour and stuff like that. But not necessarily that. You have like particular restaurants having their ones. Like, a good example is there's a couple of like there's a pancake place that I know of that's like, it's like a very famous pancake place, but they sell their pancakes from as like a pancake mix. You can buy that pancake mix, and it's like you can't be going to that pancake place all the time. But if you want to just have it, they get extra funding or extra money from having that box mix just in the store. Like, it's just not, people aren't going to be cooking it all the time, but it's there. a distribution way of doing it. And it's like, that to me is sensible and like a pretty good way of doing it. And if some of those like food places did that, I think that would be clever. Hire me, HelloFresh, hire me. I've got ideas. I've got raw ideas for you. I know there's lots of complications when it comes to a lot of this stuff, but I think it'd be cool. Silly little robots, you can't hurt me. I'm almost a god by this point. So that means that that means Popola and Devola will react to us killing her. Oh wait, the note. Kaine reads a note. She was trying to write something. Popola and Devola are looking to give her orders, I guess. Does that mean that did they get direct in contact with her, or they just knew her as a shade that was really big? Because it's hard to tell how much like Popola and Devola are like getting super involved. Like I said, they're very passive. They sort of, they manipulate events, but that's the extent of it. No slowing down on this train. We've only been streaming for like an hour, and I'm already gonna have 3 keys, which is pretty good. It is bumming me out that I'm not hearing the voices in Japanese now. Like for more, I guess, more of the fights, more of the things. All right, let's not slow down on this. Let's get rid of PP as soon as we can. I wonder if I can shield BP's electric floor, because I hate that floor. I can. Yeah, BP, this is silly. I didn't realize, man, this is the way to do this game now. Oops. I didn't wait long enough. Man, you must be... This is weird, because now I realize you must be able to do enough damage to push over a phase. Yeah, like that. Oh, I'm sorry, BP. You're really not gonna last long, buddy. Oops. Alright. Why does Fury Swipes always hit 5 times, but the AI is always miss for me? No. Red Rover. That's why... Hang on. Red Rover, is there a move that actually increases the accuracy... There's an item that increases the accuracy of repeat hit moves, like Fury Swipes? Tataka. Not in Platinum, I don't think. Oh, you're playing back in Platinum. I don't know if it might be a modern item. I feel like I remember there's one. Whoa! When BP goes through the roof, that's a crazy sound. Get down here, you shit. Interesting. You have to have the Shade Boy actually split himself. You actually have to wait there. Yep. The boss of the junk heap. Wait, chat. I might be getting the speed runs. I just realized I might be getting the speed kills. Because those trophies are usually if you can do a boss in a really quick manner. I think I might be doing them really quick. Gideon, you shit. Oh, I should have listened to Gideon's laugh. Ah, we should have listened to that. Oh, this one hurts. This one's probably one of the hardest hitting ones. Alright. Okay. So that means we are already up to the boat, right? Man, we really are doing this at a very brisk pace. Wait, what? What's this cutscene?
機械に指示を
何か考えがあったんでしょうか。
魔物が何を考えていようと
Kaine was about to mention.
決まっている。
そうだ、魔物が機械なんかを守ろうとするなんて。お前たちも気をつけろよ。
Whoa.
私も魔物に支配されると。
魔物じゃない。
こやつの言う通りだ。下着女と魔物は違う。魔物は下品な言葉は使わないからな。
ぶっ飛ばすぞ、クソ神。
もし魔物に支配されても僕。
そうか。ありがとう。
Interesting. That's an interesting extra little bit of dialogue. I know that's actually probably... I think that may have been in the original game, maybe? Because that's insinuating to Kaine's involvement and how ending C will play out. But yeah. Okay. This is the problem where it's like this one of those things because you remember the core elements of a game, but sometimes you can forget those little bits and pieces. Why you got to the point where you established understanding of why the world the way is, and all that sort of thing, and all that pretty jazz. Let's roll. Literally. Oh no, I can't get up there. So I guess we're doing the boat now. This is pretty much how, just to put in contrast, this is where we left off yesterday in terms of trying to get as much done as quick as possible. Oh no, we're up to the Airy. Fuck, I forgot about the Airy. I always forget about the Airy. Let's head over to the Airy. This is where we started yesterday. The Airy's destruction. Now, I don't think there's anything new here. There might be stuff to do with Kaine, but... Oh man, I really like Emil just flying around. I really want to hear what Noir sounds like now, because like Vice doesn't sound quite right to me. Vice is like a little too like, he sounds really old and decrepit. Whereas like I kind of like the weird regal nature that... Whoa! Kaide dropping a swear word in there that got beeped. So, okay, so guys, if you have not played Drakengard 3 or this game before, Yokotaro actually really likes the swear gag. This is new. Oh, hello. Hello, is this the thing I want? Nope, broken pottery. So Kaine actually swears in Japanese, but it gets bleeped out. He likes the idea that she's so vulgar that the game has to beep her. But in English, Kaine and Zero don't get beeped. They actually do swear, and that's just like, it's meant to add to their character. And I think it's a bit of it's a chicken egg scenario in a way, where it's like, whoops, wrong way. Where, like, which is the better way to do it? The swear beeping is very like in your face, and you know it's there, and it's like, oh, she's being rude. You don't need to hear the expletive, but ooh, you see what I see? I think I see egg. I think I see the thing I want. But with gimme. Ah, Moldavite's still good. But with the English being like, she just swears, she's just vulgar, like, it's meant to be an offensive thing, like, because I would say English, we have quite a diverse range of swears, but I feel like if you would listen to Japanese swearing, I feel like there's not as much that you would hear. There's a lot of similar, like, they use a lot of the same words. I wish you could jump from that area over on the right-hand side, the left-hand side. It'd just make it way faster. There's a lot of elements of this game, unfortunately, is they're kind of, it's kind of just awkward to traverse. No, it feels almost deliberate, where you can't really speed up going from point A to point B. And all of them were shades. That's not true, some were shades. It's very rare that you have to kill humans in this game, but it's funny when you've got ones like this where it's like, these are shades, these are bad guys. Man, I'm excited for this area because actually it will have a decent amount of Tyran. You gonna go to sleep now? Have a good NieR and have a good week. Thank you, Alex. You enjoy your sleep too. Nighty night, man. Man, I haven't seen Vet in ages. Like, I kinda... I'll have to catch up with Vet. I feel like... I think Vet maybe he streams the same time I do now. And it's like, that's why I don't see him. But hope he's been well. Oh, XP rate 25 though. I think I have XP rate 30, so... We're at a point where we've got so many words. Oh, we're at a really nice range and damage. This, like, I shredded through that. Yeah, we're at the point in the game where it's like, I don't need to try at all. I could have put it on a harder difficulty, but again, there's not really much point unless I really do want to grind. Ow, you son of a gun. Say hello to Wendy. Alright, we probably should swap here, because I need Lance for Wendy. I need it to get it when its eye is not being stupid. It's interesting, I just noticed Wendy has 2 eyes. The moons look so much better in the dark now. Alright. We've actually already done the damage we need, so I'm gonna just chill. I just need to wait till the dialogue finishes. I'll keep throwing lances every now and then just to figure out when the timing is. I think now it's time.
躊躇してはならぬ。奴らはもはや魔物なのだ。
Alright, still not that timing. Apparently we've done too much damage. Wow, I never noticed those little white stars before.
周囲の触手は魔法を弾くようだな。今だ。奴の中心に魔力を集中させよ。
I love the clock, honestly. There's my mana. Punch Wendy. Beam time. I wonder what happens if you let... I've never actually seen, like... Oh no, it doesn't. I was gonna say, can it just destroy everything if you fuck up? Whoa, that beam is actually chasing me a lot further than it normally does. There's Kaine dead on the floor. Do it, Emil. Onegaishimasu.
に任せて奴の後ろに回り込むぞ。
Ah! I didn't mean to do that. I jumped at a funny angle. Okay, bad angle. I should probably unlock so I can actually run properly. Look at the ball go. Wow, okay, I just realized it actually transitions. Fucking... Not doing good on jumping today. So it actually comes back as a different object. So it's not this... Wendy actually has two models. That's something to learn.
合体した奴の生命力は侮れぬということだ。
There we go. Game over, yeah! The Wall of Jericho collapsed. 5,000 people believed dead. Requests for reinforcements in multiple locations. The indelible sin. Oh, we don't need to watch Emil's memory. We don't need to watch Sad Emil. We've seen Sad Emil. But we got the key fragment. I actually wouldn't mind watching some of this in Japanese still. I think this game I might play through again. Like, I think we're at a point, chat, where I might end up playing through this again off stream with my 100% platinum save. I'm just enjoying this so much, and I want to hear all of it in Japanese. I kind of wish I could pick and choose in a sense. It's like, it's hard when it's like you like one voice actors one and the other, because it's you can only listen to one or the other. But it'd be a bit weird to have like Vice speaking English where everyone else is speaking Japanese. I think it's a rough thing as a voice actor if you were ever playing the enigmatic, like, over-the-top crazy character, and then other people playing varying the simple, this is the character, and you don't really have many emotive lines, like kind of like, I mean, playing like side cast, I guess, is probably a better way of doing it. In this game, I feel like there's a lot of wish I could travel with Daimono sometimes. I think that's like, say with like some voice actors, like if they get an emotive line, they can do really wonders with it because they're good at it, and others probably a little bit less so. So back to Poland Vola. Now I think we're up to the boat. Now this is the one that I was interested in. Our journey of learning more about that boat isn't over yet. And I assume by ending D there's not anything new. I think ending D and C probably are very likely the same. I can't imagine that there's anything new. But who knows? This game has surprised me with a little bit with some of this. I'm actually curious how much this adds on. It must easily add on like 30 minutes. 20 minutes to a speed play, but I think like 30 minutes to do this segment. I think I know what it is. I feel like both their voices, NieR and Vice's voices are so deep that they kind of don't pop against the soundtrack. Oh right, I don't know why I went that way. I know I'm going to Seafront. I think I did that last cycle too. Chat, do you know what I wish is? I wish you could climb on top of the rest of the village. There are like railings and stairs and all this stuff, but you can't actually interact with any of it. All invisible walls. We're off. It's pig times. I'll never get sick of that song. It's possibly the greatest song in video games. That's not true. It's very good. I don't know what would be considered the best song ever. There's a big old ship. What's up with that? I'm gonna go talk to the small girl inside. Which I doubt is going to have anything new here. Come on. It's very old school. Like, this is new content, but it's very old school to make the camera do that. Make you like look at the thing. Just by the way, chat, speaking about soundtracks, NieR Reincarnation's soundtrack is killer. It's so good. I really can't wait to like listen to that fully. I'll probably have to oh, tavern, wrong way. I probably will have to play it on stream at some point. Ow! How you doing, Al? Thank you for the host. I'm about to be hit on by this old lady. Let's make our way back up. Old man and boat. Can't skip old man and boat. Old man and boat is a very restrictive restrictive cutscene. I'm good. I don't know if I'm hungry or my stomach hurts. When was the last time you ate? Man, that line, the fact that the period thing being a thing is still so strange to me now. Like, this guy turns out to be quite the idiot. Or innocent. One or the other. I mean, he's a bit of both, I guess. I'm gonna make something tasty to get him back on his feet. Like 8:30? That doesn't help me, Al. I don't know what time it is for you. Alright, we need to go back to the village, then go back to Seafair, and then we can fight the thing inside the boat. 3 hours ago? Sounds like you... Did you eat enough? So sad. The idea that she's so lonely and she's never had anyone that cares for her. And she was being manipulated by the twins to be able to prepare herself to kill the Shadow Lord by being a monster because she's so powerful. But the only reason she starts going berserk and eating people is because she meets this man who gives her love and care so much that she wants to be with him forever, and she knows that she can't be accepted as a monster. I put some berries in Daimono's bag and they were really sour. Hang on, I don't remember that one. I'm gonna have to read that one. It's weird that there's so few that I'd seen. Like, I got so many repeats when I was playing in the previous playthroughs, but now we're getting more of them. Can I just have a mill as the logo all the time? I love a mill as the little logo. The little now loading. Outside of being hungry, Al, how's your day been? We're just zip zooming through this. I probably will get this done. I feel like I'm probably, at this rate, maybe I'll get up to the Shadow Lord's castle. We're doing this at a pretty brisk pace. Feels like 2 hours for a playthrough. Maybe 3. It might be 3 hours for a playthrough. Because I'm not really slowing down too much. There's not too much extra guff that I'm adding on top of. Because the Shadow Lord's castle is a decent sized area. A lot of forced encounters. The fact I can't skip any of these cutscenes eats into a lot of time, actually. Because so the reason why I can't skip them is because they're talky ones like this, where I have to have a back and forth between characters. So none of the cutscenes here are different, by the way. There's no extra dialogue between them. There's no extra dialogue from the monster. The fact that she's still just the monster. Do, 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 do. It's just the cutest thing ever. Oops. I love that Seafair is like, it looks like a much bigger town than what it is. It's pretty small. I think there's sometimes in video games you can do a good job with, like, if you make it seem like there's a lot more to it than you can explore, it always feels like you're hungry for more. But like, it's very small. Like every location in this game, like it's that strange thing about this game that it's just a small game in a sense. Yeah. It uses, like, it works well into Yoko Taro's style of like reiterative and I guess looping and using the same assets. Like, you can get away with so much if you're clever about it, but it's something that can only be done like once in a blue moon sort of thing effectively, I think, because I think action games get away with it a lot because action games is like you want to fight the boss over and over and over, whereas and story-based games, like you pretty much want to know the story once, maybe once or twice, 3 times maybe, but like once you've done it, you've done it. Like even with this, where it's like I've seen the interaction between these two before, but I don't really need to see it again because I've already just seen it. They fight all the time, but also get along great? Question mark? So the red bag, oh, hello. Oh, this is the shade scene. Ending E, we should pick our favorite costumes. What will be our favorite costume? I'm really liking this NieR costume. I think this is the NieR costume I actually used for Papa NieR too. Though I do like adult NieR's, or yeah, I guess I call him brother NieR's adult forms costume. It's really funny, I'm so used to video games having a mast that you can climb up to get up to the top of it. And it's like, you can't, it's interacting with this weird hole. I like interacting with weird holes. Just want him to stay home with me more. Here we go. Scene where he is an idiot and doesn't figure it out. This poor shade girl. It's scary because it's like, I know Popola and Devola are robots, but they do have emotions and souls. Like, the fact that they have gone through all this time, they're still very focused on their goal, and they still see everyone as, like, tools is a little sad. Like, because that means that they've invented a new process. This isn't like they've gotten used to the concept of, like, the Gestalts and the Replicants being the way they are. It means that they're instigating new plans. Okay, so this is probably the weirdest scene of this. It's kind of like this moment kind of has like that kind of Resident Evil-y sort of feel. But like when you're in the mansion where it's like the blood pours out of the sink and like there's like the paintings change and stuff like that. There's no reason for that. That's just a silly like thing that Yoko Taro wanted to do. The idea of having this like the girl just disappear as a ghost, even though she's a shade. Like shades, oh actually no, shades can actually go through like floors and stuff like that. So that's not too crazy. Bruised fruit time. You ever just punch an apple? Give an apple a black eye? Black-eyed apple? It's like peas, but bigger. At least it means that I thought originally we had to interact with everything, but it seems it's like you do only have to interact with the things you need to interact with. Everything else is just kind of flavor text. That's not what I wanted. So what did she say? I have to sing. I have to cheer myself up. Where did he go? Why do I feel this way? So that's the dialogue we missed last time because I skipped it too quickly. I don't know which one's the door we need. I think we have to pick up the apples to proceed. Maybe we don't. Unsure. I like the music cuts out here. 俺は Dun dun dun, murder scene. It's like Danganronpa-y music going on. This poor little shade girl. All right.
どんどん匂いが強くなってるな。気分はどうだ、カイネ。
いいはずがないだろう。
ここが町。
All right. I kind of want to save here, chat, just because of the fact that Bob mentioned that there is a moment here where you can actually get a different ending. So let's try and get the different ending. I'm not that much stronger, so what I'll make sure I do is when we get that final moment, I'll chug a magic booster and then we'll do it, because I don't know if it's an amount of hit or damage required. I don't really remember how the clock time thing, whether or not it's hits or damage. I feel like that haircut suits this this voice as well, though. Considering she's the major, and the major is changes her appearance very often. Yep. You can do that very quickly. You don't even need to kill them on the roof. You just go. Dun, 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 dun. It's kind of a bummer that I should have put this in Japanese last time around. I almost feel like, just because of the fact that like I did like I did want to experience the new dialogue in English, but it's like I'm at a point now where I'm just skipping so much dialogue. Ah, it's me, Jellyfish Woman.
これは歌か。まるで人間の真似事じゃないか。
Man, she takes so little damage at this point. Hey Bob, how you doing, man? Oh shit.
どこで何を吹き込まれたか知らないが、俺たちを空気満々みたいだな。
We're speeding on through. Bob, I love these Japanese voices. They're so good. Poor girl. The idea that it's just the idea though, like, I really am curious their interactions with the twins now. Glad to hear them. I'll check them out when I do my speedrun attempt. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I think the only issue is that I'm worried that I'd end up skipping too much, like, during a speedrun one, so... Because that's what I'm kind of having here, and I'm missing a lot of voice stuff. But I'm really, really enjoying these, because, like I said, new content. Alright, P1 down. Me too.
あれほどの傷を回復しただと。
波の攻撃ではすぐに回復されるぞ。
ならそれ以上に切り刻むだけだ。
That achievement beating game in 15 hours has me sweating. It's not too bad apparently. If you know what you're doing, you can be pretty quick.
分かっている。おい、あいつの本体は口の中だ。それを叩くしかない。カイネ。
I reckon I'd be able to do it. I mean, I must have existed in the past. I don't remember.
暇があるなら、あいつが倒れるまで切り続けろ。
おい、砂浜にさっきの男が倒れてやがる。奴はあの魔物。
Now we're gonna do something here. Doubles magic damage for 60 seconds. I think that's what we want right now. Halves damage from magic. Let's do that now.
人質に使えそうだな。
うるさい。人間に刃を向ける気はない。
聞いてるみたいだ。
Alright, there's one.
奴の頭部に膨大な魔力が集中しておるぞ。頭部を攻撃すれば魔力を暴発させられるかもしれん。
There we go. Nah, I just... A better way to do that, I think, Bob, is actually just to pop a capsule. It's super easy. Oh, whoa! There's another phase. Holy shit.
今だ、駆け上がれ。娘の姿をした V を攻撃するのだ。
You forgot about them. Wow, this is really cool. Holy shit. New content on top of new content.
魔物の本体は口の中です。急いでください。
I can't get close. I can't get close. Whoa! Ow! Oh my god. We're gonna straight up kill her! Oh my god. Damn. That's pretty cool. So what happens now? Oh, it just goes straight into the same ending. It's just a different way to do the fight. Wow. That's so bizarre. Does that mean she doesn't even have the moment with... Wait. Does that mean he skips his moment with the postman? Huh. It's better if you fail IMO? It definitely is. Yeah. That feels like it's a cool moment, but you skip really heavily there. Like if he had a moment with her saying goodbye or something, maybe, but don't skip with Kaine with a note. Yeah. People mentioned, Bob, that most of the scenes where they're new, you can't actually skip them because they're like dialogue scenes. So if you notice new dialogues, you can stop yourself. Okay, so that was different. Hang on, I also didn't take damage there. So that means NieR doesn't... Oh, because NieR's not asleep? And he doesn't need to recover? So the difference is whether or not NieR takes damage. Otherwise, everything else doesn't matter. That's what the thing is different. 1 week later. So it's still 1 week later.
ありがとう。
君たちには世話に本当に町の人たちがその犯人貴様が
Alright, so this doesn't look different. Where's the lighter way this time?
どうしてことねえ、まさか。
旦那さんは
それは私とごめんなさい。喧嘩する。
Wow, that one's way worse. Never lie to her. That's terrible. I hate that.
あの夫婦の喧嘩も気負いすぎるな。
I'll be honest, the more I see the Kabuki Kaine, the more I don't like it. The hair does not suit her. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of it. You want to see how that goes and it skips the dialogue? She just talked about relationships, like it wasn't anything too big. I did read it, I just sped read it. It just went in the same direction. It's similar to like the old lady, where it's like if you lie about her and stuff like that.
なんだこれ。
手紙。あいつが配達員に宛てたものだ。
汚い字だなおい。
手本を見て必死になぞったんだろ
う。なんて書いてあるんだ。
Kaine decides to keep it this time. So we are on a different timeline. I thought so. So something's changing. Something's changing the world. Is Accord actually involved somewhere to this degree? The fact that Kaine also talked about stuff as well. There is slight differences. And this is different.
ほら手紙ナンパ船にルイーズがありがとうあれだけ教えてやったくそ
Oh. I like this better. I like that I killed her now. Because that means he didn't hit her. He just got scared and, like, was defended. He didn't get injured either. Like... I like this a bit better. This poor postman. This postman has earned the category of secondary character now. Like... The lighthouse and this makes him a full-fledged, like, side character. Oh. Sadly, we don't see Jiddly Jack again. Bob, spoilers! Alright. It's wedding time. Time to head to a red wedding. Gonna be a red wedding. Run away. I'm glad that Ridge gets more than just me. Yeah. Some of the drifts are a bit annoying. Go receive our letter in the mail. Letter from the king. This is without a doubt a game that you don't want to play if you're worried about spoilers, I will say. Because it's like, it's funny, like, if you stream this game, the likelihood of you running into, like, at least mini spoilers is very likely. This is not a game for the faint of heart of story. That's why it's like when people play like Undertale and stuff like that, I don't think it's a very, like, good idea, because it can be really dangerous, unless you got really avid people to protect it, sort of thing. A meta thing about streaming? Yeah, go for it, Bob. Secret dish. More sickening food. Letter in the mail. Letter in the mail. Mail in the letter. Mail in the letter. Letter mail, 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 mail. Letter in the mail. Mail in the letter. Letter mail, 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 letter. It's a male letter and a female letter. I finished Sekiro today. Any suggestions to what I do next? In terms of, like, continuing Sekiro to do extra content, or do you mean, like, a new game to play? What are you feeling? New game? I don't know. What are you feeling? You feeling RPG? You feeling story? That's a pretty... You've given me a pretty broad question there, Bob. I feel like it depends on what, like, if you're talking about like streaming in general, like you're wanting growing audience, then my suggestion would be if you picked up people along the way during Sekiro, see what kind of thing they're looking to see. If you're wanting to try and delve into more of the Souls community's community, you go down the Souls route. If you're wanting to actually just do games for yourself, like things you're enjoying, I would suggest, what did that game make you feel like you wanted to do next? Did you want to do something less action, something more story, something more RPG? Something not too story like NieR, something easy just to pick up and watch? Yeah, so that's the thing, because I think that's definitely the issue with this game, and other story games before. I've had this before, and I don't mind, because I sort of play what I want to play, sort of thing, and NieR is definitely one of those things that I understand why this is so difficult for people to watch. But this is my time to play single player games, so it's like, and I want people to know that if you just want to chill and watch like a story game on me to just chill and talk over it, like this is one of those games. Or I'm willing to do those. I streamed the whole thing and noticed a huge decline in average viewers as I got further in. Yeah, 100%. That happens pretty much in every story game, Bob, because it's the type of game like that. It's you end up doing it more for you than you're doing it for the viewers. Unless there is people that are really, really invested and they know, because NieR is a niche game for niche people, and it's even more niche at this point, like for where you get up to in the game. People are willing to try out the niche thing at the start, but then they start falling off as it goes. Like that's just kind of how it be. And that's why it's like something, unless you're doing something spectacular with the game, like you're a speedrunner, or you're giving someone like a breakdown theory craft or something, like you're allowing people to know that you're going to talk about a particular element of it, they are going to be not as interested. What is that marker on the door looks like? Is that just a wine glass? But yeah, that happens pretty much. If the more niche and story you get, the more likely that is to happen. My suggestion is, if you're gonna do a story game, try and find something that's engaging for, like, you know that people are wanting to watch all the way through, or is short enough that they can do it. Like, JRPGs are definitely something that's like, that's a tough pill. Like, I've got friends that play like Arkdove and Seabass, playing things like Yakuza and playing Xenogears or Xenoblade. Like, that's tough. Because again, you're doing that for yourself, because at that point, like if people are jumping into it, there's not too many people that want to follow you through on your like 100 hours journey through that. A lot of people want to see the start of a game because then it's like they can check out the start and not feel too spoiled. People also have the element of that they can watch the start of a thing and like they've watched enough of it, they'll tap out. Then some people will also be like, oh, I've watched it for a bit, I've stopped, and now I've missed a bit, and now I don't know what's going on. And I need to catch up, and then they never catch up. And then there's things that are like, that they're the hardcores where they want to see their reaction to particular things, but they're not going to wait like 100 hours for like someone to see their hardcore, like to see that moment, like sort of thing. Like, I think NieR definitely does have that for like super fans, but I think again it's a very niche circle versus currently there's a couple of streamer friends that have been playing a lot of like Silent Hill or Resident Evil and things like that, and Dark Souls is even one like that, and people jump into it and being willing to, like, they want to see people's reactions to that. They want to have that, oh, they got scared by something, or they got surprised by something, or they got through a really challenging part. Well, I did this section a lot faster than I thought I would. But maybe that makes a bit more sense. Maybe try a 3D platformer like Sunshine or Hat in Time. Hat in Time has a really good community. Hollow Knight also is another one that I've seen lots of people have been picking up. Again, I'm funny because I don't really adhere to trends, I guess. I play what I want to play, which can be a little dangerous for a streamer. If you want to be a variety streamer, you've got to follow those trends to get sort of notice in a sense. Or you get known for doing the thing. Like you get known for doing, oh, I'm the 3D platformer guy. I play lots of 3D platformers or things like that. I probably would put myself in the category, you'll see me play a lot of action games. Like that will probably be the thing where I'm like, oh, that's what I'm known for in a sense. But like, or story-based games that are like, kind of like this, they're a bit more niche. Or indie games even, but it's a very particular audience sort of thing. You already be at had time off stream? Yeah, so that's the thing, like, it's figuring out what you want to do on stream, what you think will be a good stream game, what you think you'll enjoy for the first time being on stream. Actually gonna do this, because fuck these wolves. I forgot that you could do this the first time I was doing it, because the wolves can't get you, but I can get them with homing. I honestly don't remember the homing that much. It must have been in the original game, but I really don't remember it that much. By the way, I find a good level of DPS is just locking on and spamming R1 with Dark Blast. Yeah, is this what you're talking about for this section, what I'm doing here? Yeah. I feel like I must have done this originally, but I don't remember. I feel like I remember standing on this thing. No, don't lock on the rock. No, mashing like as if it's Mario Party almost, like... There we go. Man, that rock went down so fast, holy crap. And Cerberus. Yeah. Oh, I kind of actually wanted to hear Rock's voice. Fuck. Whoops. I'm so in autopilot right now. So we'll probably... Because we actually have all the key pieces now. So that means we probably will... So that means I can get about... In about 2 hours, I can get done a run. Which is pretty quick. I don't know why I'm going this way. I need to go to the boat. Now, I would love to do the ending. I feel like I've got this weird blue balling situation, but I do want to play Monhan today. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Never mind, we have to run. Oh, because I've got to have that cutscene in front of the door. Right. I wish I could go burp, 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 burp. That's one thing I won't miss from replaying this game is doing the spear dash continuously. I can't wait to play Zelda, and man, chat, when am I gonna play Zelda on stream that isn't like a top down? I really should play a 3D Zelda. I want to play a randomized version of Ocarina of Time, and I want to play a randomized version of... Oh shit. Sorry, Boar. I'm play a random version of Ocarina of Time and a randomized version of Link to the Past. Mill's come to give me kissies. I borrowed a book from the ocean of Popola. It says you can't drink it, but you can drink a little and still be okay, right? So what I might do is we might get right up to the castle here. I'm gonna go for the. I'm gonna go 10 minutes more on NieR, and then we'll switch over to Monster Hunter because we did a lot. It's like it's weirdly a lot of setup. The crazy thing is, this 2 hours that we've just spent did not used to exist in the game originally, I believe. From memory, you didn't have to get the key every single time, so it was like, this 2 hours is something you skipped, but understandably, because it's new content was amongst it, you have to kind of do it again. Which is weird that they didn't load it into B, but I think because B has so much difference. But even stranger is, why does D have that? Like, if you have to do that for D, shouldn't it be C to C and... Shouldn't D at least be just being put in front of the castle? I don't understand. Unless there's something different in D as well? Very strange. There we go. Lost Shrine. They translated that as whelp. Wasn't expecting that.
でもまだ彼に魔王を殺されたら計画その魔王と対峙される前になあポプルどうかしら最近あいつと過ごした毎日を思い出すことが多くてでも分かってるんだそれが許されないってことくらいでもそれはだとしても選択の余地はな不思議魂なんてないはずなのにな
Ah, man, and that's how they try to disconnect themselves. But the thing is that they treated that like girl in the same way. I'm surprised we didn't get a cutscene about Popola and Devola using the shade as well, which is very strange. Like, they obviously brought her there. Like, I don't know how they brought her to the coast, but then not even comment on the fact that we killed it. Fun fact, if you use the spear chain, you can jump from the pile of rocks. Yeah, I've tried to do that, Bob. I couldn't do it. I'll need to know. I'll need to look at how to do that specifically. Ah. I noticed I couldn't do it with any spear that wasn't light. Is this spear light? I don't know if this one is. So we're just gonna blast our way to the top of the castle here. Just so I don't have to deal with this when we come back, because this is an annoying segment. I believe it's moderate. Oh, okay. So maybe I need to equip the light spear when we go to that rubble sometimes. We can do that. We can try that on ending D. Oh look, he's not here this time. The man that kept knocking me off the fucking ledge. Don't you hit me. Wait, where? Hang on. Oh, they're coming down. That's what's happening there. Virtuous Dignity is really good if you have the mats for it. Nah, I haven't. Hell, if your Phoenix Spear isn't maxed out, it even outclasses the same at level 3. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like... That's the thing with the Phoenix Spear. It's just the god weapon. It's the I win weapon. As soon as you get it, everything becomes pretty trivial. But it doesn't matter. The thing is with this game is it's not it's not a particularly difficult game that you have to worry about like difficulty for combat. It's just like you can even see here, if combat was such a large focus in this game in a sense, that it would force me to fight every single one of these guys before I opened a door. But it doesn't. Like, think of how little combat I've actually done in this playthrough. Again, I only do these guys just because they guarantee dropping the complex machine or the elaborate machine, which I like. The biggest problem with automata weapons is they don't give you any magic damage bonuses. Yeah, but the combat's different in automata. That it feels good to combo different sequences, and there's two different weapons. Like your light and heavies can change up very heavily depending on what's in first and second slot. Whereas this game, like, magic is a lot more of a focus. Whereas in automata, it's kind of used as just your special. Oh, you mean the DLC? Oh, right, got you. Greatsword has 99 damage, 0 magic damage. The thing is, most of your magic damage does come from you leveling in a sense, though. Though this thing has like 40%, 60% extra magic damage or something, which is pretty good. I think this is the room that I have to fight in. No? Alright, straight up don't have to fight anywhere. And we're outie fight outie. But you haven't noticed a definite difference? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think you do get a lot stronger, but it's definitely one of those things where you... Like... Again, the game is that easy on normal that it's not too bad, and hard is unnecessarily time consuming with just how much health things have. Like, I would play hard... If this wasn't on stream, I probably would have played it on hard. And just taking my time with it, but on stream, just trying to get through everything, it's not necessarily like the combat is not that engaging to watch, in my opinion. It's not like you're playing Devil May Cry sort of thing. All right, we are here. I've made it to the end of Ending C. We have beyond this door the Shadow Lord's castle, but I will actually stop with NieR here because we're going to do some Monhan. I assume the crew's here together today. I'll see if see who's around today, because I assume that the give me 2 seconds, chat. I need to look at something. Alright. Cool. Looks good. Alright. So yeah. Let's finish up with NieR, and we'll swap over to Monster Hunter. So next week we'll actually be ending C, I guess. That really shows just like the 2 hours is enough for a game like this. Like, I really did need more time. And that's the thing of, like, I talked about where it's like wow, look how pale he is. Doing Pokemon and this at the same time when I was only doing 3 days of stream, pretty rough, and I kind of wished I'd sped up a little bit and just decided to cut some Pokemon streams, but I really enjoy playing Pokemon at the same time, so it's like it's a bit tough. But that's me. I like splitting myself sometimes, and for better or worse. And when we were talking about viewership, that's definitely something that I don't necessarily play ball about. But I like having a bit of variety. What can I say? The term variety streamer should mean that in somewhat. I'm not trying to say doing anything wrong. Just commentary on how it's interesting how infamously Phoenix weapons are crazily outclassed now. Yeah, I think they may have rebalanced them maybe then if that's the case, because it really was the OP, the best weapon. The thing is, damage isn't the only thing. This attack sequence that the Phoenix Spear has, Like, it hits so fast. Like, the fact is that it has so many multi-hits that are so quick that if the damage might be the same, so if, say, 2 weapons, one does 500, one does 1,000, but if that 500 weapon can hit 3 times in the time frame that that 1,000 can hit 2 times, obviously the 3 times hit weapon is with only 500 damage is still better. Like, it's DPS is a concern with that sort of thing, and it's in the previous game that definitely was the case. In this one, not really sure because I haven't maxed out the weapons, but the other thing to note about this is this weapon you don't need to upgrade. This weapon is stronger only at 2nd tier upgrade than most weapons at 3 tier. So yeah, the only the major time the only thing that weapons are honestly weapons are outclassed as extra heavy. Yeah. All right. Let's finish up here. And a spoiler weapon. Spoiler weapon. Shit, there's still spoilers in this game. Anyway, hope you guys have been enjoying Automata. I know that people are a little bit sleepy on this game just because of what it is and how it plays and all that sort of stuff and story and all that, but I need to finish this game. I need to. I want this game preserved. I want this game loved. I want this shown off to people that can still check it out, that might still be interested in somewhat way or another, or even in the future. I love NieR, and I will